Yo, what's good? It's Bodega Bamz. Right now you listen to the best damn podcast, Culture Pop Radio. 10 boys.
Hey, what up, guys? It's Julia Vamps Bleeker, and who we got on the show today?
Yes. It's Poppy.
It's Poppy.
Yeah, with a capital P.
Bodega Bamz.
Bodega Bamz. What's up?
Thank you so much for joining us today. You got some new music out that you just dropped about 2 months ago, El Camino.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
El Camino, the journey.
The journey.
That we all on.
So I didn't speak no Spanish, so I didn't know what that meant. So.
Oh, word? There you go. I'm glad I broke it down. So yeah, El Camino it's Spanish, but it means the journey, the road. So I picked that title because, we all on this journey.
Right.
Everybody on a different journey, but we all on a journey. So, and El Camino sound cool.
Right. I feel it. Reminds me of the show from Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Did I have a little bit to do with
Nah, I've been, although I watched the movie and it's cool, I like the show better, but I watched the movie. But
I felt
because even before the movie, the movie's based on they got the title from a car. So there's El Camino, there's a car. So I didn't want to make it about like a car. I just want to literally make it about what it is, like the journey, like the road. You know what I'm saying? So that's really it, though.
And you have a long journey to where you got to today, too, by the way.
Yes.
So let's talk about your name real quick before we go back into the new music.
Okay.
So how did you end up with your name?
There's a lot of tales and tall tales behind it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stories. But the short story is, I was right before I changed my name. I was Nate Bamz. My real name is Nathaniel.
Right.
So all my close friends call me Nate. So I was Nate Bamz. And I made a song. This is like 2009. I made a song about a dude working in a bodega. And I kind of like told a story about what he does in the bodega, how he got there, what's the everyday life of a young dude in a bodega. And while I'm making this song, after I finished it, one of my homies at the session, he was like, yo, because the song was called Welcome to Bodega Bamz.
Oh, wow.
So my homies was like, yo, why don't you just drop the Nate and just be Bodega?
Right.
And it just stuck.
That's dope, though.
And it was that simple. And then when I made the transition and changed the name, then I was thinking to myself, so what does bodega mean, though? I know it's just a corner store and it's cool, but, bodega is like, it has your bare necessities, right? Like a bodega, especially you from the neighborhood, like, you could get anything in a bodega.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, before Costco's and all this stuff was crazy, it was the bodega. So I kind of look at it as same way in music. Like, I kind of cover every kind of emotion you will want. So if you want to be hype, you want a song cry, you want about love, like, I'm going to cover all those emotions.
Versatility. Yeah.
Right. So, and I want a name that as soon as you see it, you know I'm a Latino.
Yeah.
Rip. Like, he a Latino from New York. His name is Bodega, because you can't be a bodega if you from Los Angeles.
Right, of course.
You gotta be from New York. So that was something I want. And nobody else had bodega, so it stuck.
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk about this too. I feel like you make music specifically for New York. Like, you get that New York feel when you're listening to your music. So would you ever, I guess, mix it up with different types of elements? Because I feel like obviously it's heavily New York based and influenced. Would you ever mix up the type of sound that you do, or you want to stick true to? For sure.
I think it has a lot to do with the producers. So if I was to work on a record with Dr. Dre,
oh yeah,
I would have to have a West Coast vibe. If I was to work on a record with a young Chop from Chicago, it would be that kind of vibe. So one of the other reasons is because the producers I actually work with too, they're all heavily based in New York as well, or they have that kind of New York feel.
Right.
And I'm just continue to do something that you good at. You know what I mean? Right. Like, if you great at something and it's working, you really don't have the. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to change, you know what I'm saying? But of course, if I was put in a position in the room with another producer who's talented and they got a different kind of sound, like a West Coast sound, hell yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So how did you end up on your journey to rap? So, like, what rappers were very influential for you?
DMX. DMX, number one.
Definitely.
And I said that, and I feel proud, right? Because even before he passed, I always gave him his flowers.
Right.
And I feel good about that.
Right.
Because, sadly, we live in a time where we give the credit when the person's not here no more. And that's just what we do, sadly, like humans. But he's the one of the few dudes that I always said when they asked me like, yo, who's your favorite rapper? Like, who you get your inspiration from? It'd be DMX, and not style wise, but just heart wise.
Poetic, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can see that.
And just being passionate. And he believed in the same God I believe in. He believed in Jesus. That's the same God I believe in. He followed Jesus as much as he tried, and that's what I do. And I grew up in that. I grew up in prayer, and I grew up in. And I respected his bravery to say Jesus.
Right.
Because you gotta understand, when you talk about Jesus, most people don't like that. And most people gonna say, well, he don't exist, or who is that guy? This man-made, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for a person of his stature, his height, to be saying Jesus loves you and let's pray about Jesus, that was crazy.
That's crazy.
So he was my hugest influence in rap music.
So let's bring it back around to El Camino. So what was your creative process like for you when you were creating El Camino, down to the writing, picking your producers, getting in the studio, everything?
So what the process was, I thought to myself, if I wasn't gonna do music anymore, how would that album sound? Like, how would my last album sound? And that's how I went into it. I went into, like, if this is my last joint for a little minute, like, how would that sound? And the first record I did was called El Camino, which is the title track, which is on the actual album, and it's the last song. And if you hear the song, it sounds like riding off in the sunset.
It does,
right?
It does.
And that was the first song I worked on. So I built the whole album behind that song. But then, midway towards it, I realized, man, I'm just too good to leave yet. Like, I'm too nice. I can't. I didn't want. I am saying at one point I'm like, man, let me get the out of here. Because I also act too. So luckily for me, I could bounce on another hustle. But I just enjoy making music too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just enjoy it. And I was having a conversation with this young brother right here, and it's the first time I met him. And he just gave me such inspirational words about me and how my music changed him.
Wow. So
I would be doing a kind of a disservice if I just stopped making music, or being involved in music in some way. So that's how it started. Like, this is gonna be my last album. How would it sound?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It did give me. I don't know if you ever listened to any of Logic's music before, but it gave me like that kind of that journey, because it does take you where you're supposed to go. It builds that road.
It's hard.
It takes you. No, seriously.
I take that. That's love.
Yeah, so
that's love.
It's good. It's definitely good. Very poetic. All right, so let's get into your acting. So when was the last role that you had? Because I know your debut was in Smilf.
Yeah.
On Showtime.
Yes.
And you played a character called Carlos.
Carlos. Word.
So how was that for you? Like?
Oh, incredible. That was a dream come true.
That's your first time getting your feet wet in that.
That was my first time, my first opportunity, getting such a big opportunity like that. And the way it happened was, one day I just get an email saying we looking for Bodega Bamz to audition for this role.
Wow.
It was just like that. And what I'm reading it is the first time I ever got an email like that. So I'm reading it, and then I see the bottom, and it says Showtime ABC. So I'm like, yo, hold up. Immediately, you know what I'm saying? Because you start from the top, and you're like, all right, cool, you want to audition? And I'm like, hold up. This just says ABC? Oh, nah, this is official. So I realized it was 3 days late, though, the email.
Wow.
Yeah, so I emailed them back immediately, and I'm like, and they thought I was in California, so they were like, they hit me back and they were like, can you do it today? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, you in LA? I said, nah, I'm in New York. So then they set me up with an audition in New York. I went to the ABC building on 50-something Street. Excuse me, on, what is it? It's like 60-something Street, actually.
Yeah.
By Lincoln Square. Anyways, went in there, read my lines, and I killed it. And like, the process was so fast. I went in there. It was crazy because I went in there and it was like 6 other actors in it. This is my first time in here. Feel me? And I went in there and I did my lines and I just felt confident. And when I walked out, I just told everybody, I said, good luck, man. And what's crazy? While I'm walking out, I'm realizing, damn, that might sound messed up. It might sound like, but I was really meaning it, like, good luck, right? So they called me right after, like, we loved your tape. We want to fly you out to Cali. Cool. So they flew me out to Cali. Then I met with the producers. I met with the creator, Frankie Shaw. I met with the casting directors, and they want me to do another audition at like the Walt Disney studio or whatever. When I did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Same kind of thing. I remember I was wearing the Tom Ford perfume. I was killing the room. Everybody was, they were like, yo, what's that smell? Thank you. It's Tom Ford. So I was wearing another Tom Ford called Noir de Noir. This is Aubrey leather. Okay. But anyways, I remember somebody was like, what is that smell? And I'm like, yeah, that's me over here. I'm big on smells, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anyways, I did my thing, and they passed on me.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is what happened. So get a call from the casting director. She's like, all right, so you know what? You know, although Frankie Shaw, she loved him, you know what I'm saying? But the producers, you know, they want to get somebody else. This was for the main character, though.
Wow.
So I was kind of bummed out because I'm like, damn, I went through this whole process, man. It kind of like really messed with my, you know, my confidence. Cause I'm like, damn, I'm killing it everywhere.
Right.
Then when I get to the big moment, it's like, yeah, we all right. We see somebody else. So cool. I was like, all right, whatever. Kept it to myself. Kept on going back to work. Went back to music. And then like 2 weeks later, they called me again. And they were like, listen, although they passed on Bodega for the main character, like Frankie loved him so much that she wants to write him a whole new character.
Wow.
And that's how I got back on the show. So the Carlos dude, there was nobody else auditioned for that role.
Right,
There was me. They made it for me. So that was crazy. And it was a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It was a dream because I always wanted to act ever since I was a kid. Before I even got to music, like I'm talking about like 5 years old, always wanted to be in movies, always wanted to be on screen. So when I actually got the opportunity after so many years of just dreaming it, because I never pursued it because I didn't know how to. You know, with music, I went to high school, met this person, met that person, and gradually I just became a rapper. But with music, with movies and acting, I'm from the hood. I don't know we don't know what acting classes is.
Right, of course.
There's a rapper on every corner in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't know how to get into that field. So it's crazy how music opened that door, and me being charismatic in my music and in my videos, put somebody else on to be like, yo, let him try out for this role. And that's how I started. And then from there, you know what I mean? Now I'm here. Now I'm in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I'm on SAG. I'm a part of SAG, which is you know, it's expensive, but it's cool.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. I feel good. I got my card. I got my SAG card. That shit made me feel like
official.
Yeah.
It's official.
Yeah. But that was my first role. The last role I did a guest spot on a show called FBI, which is on ABC too.
Wow. Okay.
I just did an audition 2 days ago for a film. I'm constantly doing auditions. My agent's always sending me out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for films, sometimes for shows. I just got an audition yesterday. There's a show called Equalizer, with Queen Latifah, and I did an audition getting shot. Right.
Wow.
So my agent sent me the script, and I'm anticipating it's gonna be lines and all that. So then I looked at it. I'm like, there ain't no lines in here. Is this correct? And she's like, yeah. She's like, it's not a speaking role. It's you just gonna get shot. Right? I can show you. I can even show you the script. So I'm looking at this, and then I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? So then at first I was like, you know what? Because she told me, she was like, if you want to pass on it, you could pass on it. It's all good. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on it. Because I'm thinking to myself like, nah, I want lines. But then I thought to myself, nah, man, I'm gonna take shit. Like, who am I to say no to this opportunity? If you want me to get shot, I get shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm literally, not in real life. You know what I'm saying? Not in real life, God forbid. But so I'm literally doing this with my man yesterday. Like, I'm doing an audition and I'm playing out getting shot. I'm falling on the floor. I did like 10 times to the point where I was like, I ain't doing this no more. It's hurting me because I don't know how it is to get shot. So I'm trying my best. Like, it was crazy. Because the way it started and the way it ended, it was crazy. I did some scenes where I'm yelling. I did some scenes where I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? Then I also realized, you know, a lot of times, it was crazy we talking about this, but when get shot, be like trying to block it.
Right.
So I showed that, like, I'm trying to block it.
I gotta see this audition.
I'm gonna send it to you. I got it in my phone. So I sent that to my peoples or whatever. And if I get it, I get it. And if I don't, I don't. You know what I mean?
God willing, you're definitely gonna get it. That's
But it's cool because I'm such an ill. Like, if I get a role like that, I know how to spin it. Like, yo, catch me on Equalizer, I'm getting shot by Queen Latifah. Like, I know how to play it. Like, I won't be one of them dudes that I play that in pride. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I also believe, you know, God gives you something small and it always turns into something big.
Absolutely.
So you should never turn nothing down by the size of it. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly. And I hear that. So with the festivals and everything opening up before we wrap up and get to my favorite part of the show, Are you looking to play any of those festivals? Because right now, Rolling Loud Miami sold out, and that's in July. So, have you been reaching out, or have they been reaching out to you to play any festivals?
Not yet.
What would be a festival you want to play, or you feel like you would?
I don't want to play those big festivals. I want like intimate stuff. Like I want intimate places and intimate venues, and I don't want to be crammed in with 100 other rappers. You know what I'm saying?
I like that response.
I seen the Rolling Loud, and I'm like, yo, these don't stop for nothing, bro. It could be the end of the world. These gonna roll. Like, then I'm looking at the rappers, and I'm like, yo, it's the same all the time. Like, it's the same people, you know. And congratulations to, you know, Rolling Loud. I remember when they first started. Like, I know the creators or whatever when they first started. So to see it where it's at is amazing. But yo, bro, like, take a chill, calm down. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So nah, I would much rather like intimate, small spots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I definitely like it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my favorite part of the show. It's called 5 Fast Facts. You got to spit 5 gems about yourself, and I feel like you've given a lot already in this interview that your fans don't already know about you. And you got to be quick, though.
Oh,
yeah, you got to be quick. So, you ready?
Yeah.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a chess player.
Okay, that's a good fact.
I sit in the shower.
Okay.
So I don't take baths. I sit in the shower and let the shower hit me.
Okay.
Yeah, I sit in the bath. I sit in the bathtub and the shower hit me, and I lay in there 45 minutes. I sleep in there.
No, is this like a form of meditation?
Yes. All right, so I do that.
Okay.
Damn, it's fast.
Yeah, it's fast. We got for 3.
I'm a Knicks fan. I like the Knicks.
I feel like we're getting that a little bit today.
Yeah, I'm a Knicks. Love the Knicks. Love the Knicks.
Through and through.
Through and through. I cook every day.
Okay.
Cook dinner every day. I cook, and I know how to cook real good.
Okay. Throw some sazon on it.
OD. Now I don't use sazon no more. Not no more. My seasoning.
Right?
Yeah.
You
No.
said I fell.
Yeah. Right. I fell from grace. Man, what else?
We got 5. We want more. One more.
Damn.
You were doing good. You got one more.
Damn, man. Damn, I can't think about something right now, man.
One thing that we don't know about you at all.
Damn. I'm trying. I mean, there's a lot. I could say a lot of things, but I'm trying to think of something that's, you know what I'm saying, like that. Stand out. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know how to cook. I play chess.
You sit in the shower.
I sit in the shower. Oh man. Yo, I don't know, man.
Well, you ain't a vegan no more, so that's a fact right there. That's a clarification.
Right.
There you go.
But you know what's crazy? After this, man, I'm gonna think about something. I'm gonna beat myself up. I'm like, damn, I could have said that, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Fan.
I don't
We'll
know.
just take the vegan one. Like,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
longer vegan.
No longer vegan. I cheated. It's over.
Well, Bodega, thank you so much for dropping by today. I really appreciate you. I'm Julie Vamps, and this is Bodega Bamz. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Love.